everybody, good to see you today. Welcome. In this video, I want to talk about the need, the value of human connections. It is good for our mind, our body, and our spirit more than we realize. Some of us may be walking around thinking, oh, I'm fine in my own little world, busy at work, homemaker, whatever it is. Because we get so busy in life, right? We get so caught up in life and the time goes so fast, the year goes by fast. We don't know what just hit us. Can you believe we're already in October? Where did this year go to? But it takes time and attention to try to get in contact with other people, to spend time, to give us the gift of our time, attention, a listening ear, just the good fellowship. And that is so good for our human connection, is being in relationship, good, meaningful relationship with others. And that'll help us to just thrive in all areas of our lives. Well, some of you know my husband, he was diagnosed now 5 months ago with cancer, the rare blood cancer, mantle cell lymphoma. And little did he know that he realized that he needed the human connection from family and friends. When he first found out he had this, just 2 days later, his brother reached out, and to Andy's surprise and shock, he was supporting him right away. He says, if you need a bone marrow match, I'll get tested, and so many other resources for him he offered. To Andy's surprise, he got emotional and started tearing up. He thought, what the heck happened? And then after that, they met up for lunch and other things and continued to support him. And Andy again got so emotional. He was the third son of his family, and he basically lost his worth and value there. He felt devalued the way his his family all treated him, his 2 older brothers and fathers. He felt that he was just manipulated and used in so many ways and just really discounted him for a lot of things. So he thought, well, I can deal with it, no big deal, life goes on. But little did he realize when he received that message from his brother offering help, support, love, resources, all that, he just lost it. And he wrote a song, it's called Come to Me. It's up on YouTube video. And this is part of the lyrics what he wrote that he allowed me to share. He said in the music video, I felt like a dried up branch in a family tree. That's what he felt like, a dried up branch in a family tree. Then he realized the family love and support, it really does mean a lot. And some of us may feel like we are a dried up branch. How about you? Do you feel like you have no worth and value in your family? Do you feel like you lost your voice and nobody could care less what happens to you? Some of us are even estranged, from our siblings or from our parents or so forth. It is terribly sad. But God, He created us as humans. We need the human touch, hugs, love, connection, support to keep us going and growing and thriving in all areas of our lives, with work and play and all things that we do. I like to share with you this Bible verse, and it says in Proverbs 18:24, there are friends who are merely friends, and there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. So many of us, we have the social media. How many friends do you have, on Facebook or Instagram and all this other things? And, oh, I have so many circle of friends. Yes, they are superficial friends, but who are your meaningful friends? The friends who are going to stick closer to you like a brother. And that is what I like to share with you in this video, to really, really intensify that. Do you have any meaningful friends or family that will be there for you if you are just in dire need? I challenge you, think and ponder. They say if you have your palm of your hand, if you have 5 people in your life, that you are the richest person. You are so wealthy to have 5 good friends, if you can count that. also going back to when my husband found out with the cancer diagnosis, he gets so comfortable, he becomes like a homebody. And, it takes so much effort, right? To meet up with people and to socialize. He's not that much of a extrovert, let's say. But wow, it has been crazy since 5 months ago, his cancer diagnosis. People has been coming out from the woodworks, just getting in touch with us and, wanted to meet up and get together and all these things. And it's still continuing on. In fact, today we just had a beautiful lunch, fun-filled gathering with a couple of friends as well. And boy, does it really fill up your love tanks, and it helps to energize you and make you feel loved and valuable as an individual. So I challenge you, let us not be lazy, but let us just be that person to pick up and call someone or text somebody, hey, I'm thinking of you, let's meet up, just to connect. I know during the pandemic time, the COVID, and everybody was so isolated at home, and it's not good to be in isolation or lonely. It says in Genesis 2 how God said when he created man, it's not good for you to be alone, so therefore he created a suitable helper, Eve. It's not healthy for us to be alone. No. Again, we need human connection. We need the love, the care, the support, the conversations, anything to help us up, because we're humans. We can get frail, we can get, weak and vulnerable in lives, because there's so many highs and lows, there's so many different seasons that we go through. Boy, and this year I had so many people that pass away. It's countless now. I just cannot believe it. And prior to this year, I remember saying to myself, I don't know anybody that is close to me that has passed away. They're friends of other people or distant people, but nobody close to me. So I don't really know how it feels to grieve another person's loss. But wow, this year has changed with close coworkers. And my father-in-law passed away, and my uncle, and my dearest clients. And oh my gosh, I just keep hearing left and right. So life is short. What are you going to make the rest of your days, the rest of your life? How are you going to create it? But let us definitely be that person. I challenge you again. Somebody's on your mind. Don't just think of it and let it pass. Pick up your phone, text them, call them, email, whatever it may be. Hey, let's meet up, catch up. It's so good for you, and it reciprocates. It's good for them as well. When we met up with friends, it was so wonderful to get this little text of feedback. And this person said, after meeting with my husband and I feel filled with love and fired up. Thank you both for inspiration and deep friendship. Wow, you can't make that up, but only if we put in that effort to just make those valuable people in our lives, to connect with them. And again, man, I'm losing count of people who's been contacting Andy. He's still getting texts time to time from people who wants to come over or meet up at restaurants. He's on keto diet, so he could only eat steak and keto-friendly food. But right now, at least before he starts his treatment, he does have some pretty good energy to meet up with people, because as you know, it takes a lot of energy to talk and to socialize. It takes a lot. But once we start the treatment, then I'm sure that he's going to have many different side effects, and then he'll be a little bit more sickly. So this has been doing wonders for his soul. It sure has. I love that little quote that I like to share with you. A physician once said, "The best medicine for humans is love." Someone asked him, "But what about if it doesn't work?" He smiled and he said, "Increase the dose." If there's somebody that you just have some friction with, or conflict or unforgiveness with, maybe again, you can be that person to increase the dose. The power of love is just over and beyond amazing, incredible. incredible. Love is the one that's going to make this whole world go around. Love can just melt, hard ices, big, love is the one that can just humble you like it did my husband. He cried. He was in tears when he instantly heard the response from his brothers. And recently for his birthday, we got together with my 2 brother-in-laws, my 2 sister-in-laws. That never happened before. But life is such a surprise. And God, he just cares so much and so deeply for you. He knows what's good for our human soul, our human connection. We need people who are tangible. But then going back to the Bible verse, there are many companions, but there is one that sticks closer than a brother. And if it's hard for us to find that one person that we are in good friendship with, think about Jesus. Jesus, he says he will stick closer to you like a brother. And Jesus says he will stay with you, walk alongside of you for the rest days of your life. I like this Bible verse in Exodus. I like to show with you this little car. You see, he's going up a street among the trees. It's going on a journey, and that's how we are in our lives. And it says in Exodus 33:44, and it says, God said, my presence will go with you. I will see the journey to the end. So God will see our journey to the end. Only God knows the last number of our days. He will be with us until our hair grows gray and we get more wrinkles. He will stick closer to us like a brother. Jesus is our best friend. And whenever you have problems, it's so wonderful that we can just lean on Jesus and confide and tell him our woes and problems and distresses. I love 1 Peter. It says, cast all your cares and worries and concerns onto God because he truly cares for you. He knows our DNA, how we're wired. He loves everything about us. He doesn't want to change us. He just wants us to enjoy this abundant life that he's given to us. Yes, indeed. So I like this Proverbs 18:22 that I like to share with you also. So when we get together in fellowship with other people, we're in communion, fellowship, and we're just like in good spirits. Smiles are definitely on our faces. And it says, a cheerful, merry heart is good medicine, but a broken spirit dries up the bones. So let's be intentional to just play and incorporate more laughter in our lives and get together with other people in friendship and just develop the relationship. The last days of our lives, we're not going to care too much, of course, as you hear of material things or the houses or the jobs or all the achievements. No, it's the people in our lives that we are surrounded with the last days, the meaningful relationship connections that we have developed in our lifetime. So again, going back to my husband, wow, his worth and value was so diminished over time with his upbringing, with his family. He felt like a dried up branch, but he didn't care and he didn't think it was going to affect him, not having that love and support from his family. But he came to realize after hearing that text from his brother's support after being diagnosed with cancer, he couldn't help but uncontrollably tear up and cry. Wow. We just have this one life to live and we make it what we want it to be. We design it. And if we get love lazy or woe is me or victim card or oh my goodness, that is so sad. And that's just wasting the abundant life that Jesus came to give us. That's stealing from us. The John 10:10 says the enemy comes to steal, kill, and to destroy us. But no, Jesus came to give us an abundant life to the full till it overflows. So let us be challenged and push up our sleeves and defeat, fight against the enemy and be again that person, be challenged to reach out to others and just to not have superficial friends, but create deep, meaningful friendship, to fill up people's love tank. Like our friend says, he feels his love is filled, and he's so thankful for the inspiration that we've given to him and just the true meaningful friendship. So if you don't have any meaningful friendship, maybe you need to fill up more of that tank for each other and make that friendship blossom and grow. And that itself is the beauty of life. That itself will help us to just thrive in all areas of our lives. That'll fill up our love tank and just help us to just be a cheerful person. So again, cheerfulness is good medicine. And the physician says, how do you, make a person, what is the human secret to helping that person, that human grow? And it is love. And if it doesn't work, increase the dose. God bless you. And I hope something that I said may bless and encourage your heart, something to think about. Just develop more meaningful relationship and friendships in your life. And always know that Jesus is ultimately our best friends, and he will see us on our journey till the last days of our lives. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.